done talking about Ghislaine Maxwell. Okay. And
I mean, unfortunately, there's not a lot to talk about. Are you Mike? Okay, I see. I was like, where am I talking? So the case, what is it? Saturday. The case rested on Friday, yesterday.
Right.
The defense rested. They said they were going to call 35 witnesses. They ended up only calling 8.
8?
Only 8 witnesses, and each one was like super short. The best they could really do was try to call forward this false memory expert.
Yes, I saw that. They were really pushing for that.
Look, they know they don't have a case, like a story, a narrative that they can stand up on their own. And the great Jerry Spence, the great defense lawyer, he once said this: "It's facts don't win cases, narratives do."
Yes, and then
the prosecution's narrative is solid, right? It's very solid.
Right.
And the defense was just trying to poke holes, and that's never a good way to win your narrative. That being said, my biggest gripe with Ghislaine Maxwell, the prosecution of Ghislaine Maxwell, I should say, is that this was the thinnest veneer of a trial of a case that you could possibly have. They made the deal to not enter her black book into evidence.
Yes.
And so, to not make it public, I should say. They sealed all that. They sealed the 20,000 photos that we found out that the FBI had. They put those completely behind bars. We can't see them anywhere. It's in the same vault, like Ark of the Covenant at the end of Indiana Jones is in there. And then, we just get a scant few. And by the way, I don't mean to diminish it though, the women who did come forward, God bless them.
Yes,
because that's something, and
that takes some real bravery.
It's kind of like, I know it's become sort of a turning point catchphrase, don't be a victim, be a victor.
Right.
But they literally did that.
Yes,
They're
they did.
literal victims of Jeffrey Epstein, but now coming back 20 years, and imagine having to live with that over your head for all that time, but then getting to the point where you can go to court and stand there and say, I was abused and this was the person, and that's huge.
It really is. It takes a very strong person to be able to stand up, especially when the whole world is against you and you're being pointed at as a liar.
Well, for years. And I remember, if you go back to that 2008 deal that they made, it was all, this one smoked pot, or this one did some other drugs, or this one was involved potentially in, and maybe not these 4 specifically, but other accusers in the Palm Beach situation where, some had gotten into like exotic dancing, things like that.
Right. Well, of course you would, because you're traumatized.
These are the type of things that people who have been that are survivors of abuse will fall into, these traps. But that was the mentality back then, that, they wouldn't be good witnesses because of these character issues.
And that was judged really harshly back then too. It wasn't as open as it is today, as far as
and
what
also
people accept.
because of the power and influence of Jeffrey Epstein and the pull this guy had. So now here we are, come forward with it. I think it's so amazing, and I do think the world has turned for the better in terms of that.
For sure.
Thank you for watching another Tatum Report video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to us everywhere on social media. And if God has put it in your heart, give us a donation. See you on the next video.